The story of Locusta, also called the first recorded serial killer in history, has been fascinating artists and historians for more than 2,000 years. There is no wonder then, that the manner of her death has been a subject of some embellishment. If you came to this video just wondering if Locusta, the ancient Roman serial killer, was really raped to death by a giraffe, the short answer is, no, probably not. But if you'd like to learn more about this fascinating woman who came from humble roots in Gaul, the territory that the Romans persecuted for hundreds of years, to affect the life and politics of Rome for decades to come, stay on. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Locusta was born in Gaul, in the 1st century AD, in the Roman province of Gaul, in modern-day France. There aren't a lot of sources available on her upbringing, but it is clear she was a very intelligent woman who had a deep understanding of plants and herbs, since her childhood. But only after she arrived in Rome did she really come into her element. The stakes were higher in Rome, and there were a lot of people willing to kill their relatives and their rivals to get a leg up in this society. And, if someone could make their heinous murders look like natural deaths, well, that was an opportunity too good to pass up, and so, Locusta became a professional poisoner. Her reputation grew, but so did the scrutiny around her. She was arrested a number of times, but her powerful clients got her off pretty quickly. Locusta's magnum opus came in 54 AD, when she was summoned by Empress Agrippina, the fourth wife of Emperor Claudius. The empress was trying to make sure her son from a previous marriage, Nero, ascended the throne, and not Emperor Claudius's other son, Britannicus, who was about to become a man according to Roman tradition. The two of them murdered Claudius, using Locusta's poison, but nobody suspected Empress Agrippina. Locusta alone was taken into custody. Nero was crowned an emperor, but within a few months, he and his mother, Agrippina, had a falling out. Agrippina, who felt that her son was no longer under her influence, threatened to support Nero's half-brother Britannicus and install him as emperor. Once again, it was time for Locusta to do her thing. Nero released the poisoner from prison, and tasked her with creating a poison to kill Britannicus. The poisoning failed, and, getting impatient, he summoned Locusta into his chamber, and, according to later historians, the two of them tested poisons on children, adults, and animals. They decided on one of the quick-acting poisons, and Emperor Nero had it brought to the dining room immediately. At the next family dinner, wine was brought in and poured into cups. The food tasters tested the wine and the cups were handed over to the family members. But Britannicus found that his wine was a bit warm, and asked it to be cooled. The cold water which was added to Britannicus's cup was what Locusta had poisoned. The food taster did not taste the clear water, and Britannicus ingested the poison. He immediately lost his voice and his breath, but Nero told the guests not to worry. He said, it was just a fit of epilepsy which everyone knew Britannicus was afflicted with since early childhood. He was taken to the other room to recover, where he soon died. At the funeral, Nero had the dead body covered in gypsum to mask the telltale signs of poisoning, but according to one report, rain washed off the gypsum just before cremation, and showed everyone who could see that the boy had been poisoned. Nero was so impressed with Locusta's work that he gave her vast estates and even had her open a school for poisoners. Nero, by the way, also had his mother first exiled and then killed, but Locusta had nothing to do with that. She was enjoying her life of privilege and luxury with Emperor Nero himself as her patron. Quite a step up for a little unknown girl from Gaul. But eventually, fate caught up with her. When Nero died after 13 years of rule, she tried to keep a low profile, but she was too well known for that. The new emperor, Galba, ordered her execution along with several others of what were called the scum that had come to the surface in Nero's day. She was led through the city in chains and executed in the Coliseum. It was January 9, 69, just 6 days before the emperor himself was killed, setting up what would later be known as the Year of the Four Emperors. But more on that in another video. For now, click subscribe below to keep up with the latest from our channel.